Is this you in the bed, not wanting to get up? Is the toilet you're thinking throwing without a lot of follow through? Do you lack the drive and motivation to get where you want to be in the future? It's time to start now. Let me show you.
Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast, where motivation is a must and accountability is an expectation. Real men, real experiences, and real talk. The mission is clear: to become better versions of themselves. Let's go!
What's up, world? Thank you for tuning in to the Man Cave Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mike. Unfortunately, Jay couldn't make it today. He's out on vacation. So be safe, We wanted to continue to bring this content to you guys, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Before we get started, though, please don't forget to like, comment, turn on those notifications, and most importantly, please subscribe to our channel. We appreciate everything that you guys have said up until this far. We're going to continue to give you everything we got, and we appreciate everything that you leave and the constructive criticism that you guys give us. So without any further ado, let's go. So I wanted to start off today's episode with giving you a little background about who I am. My name is Michael Williams. I am one part of the Man Cave Podcast, and we're just going to go through a little speed tunnel to who I am today, right? So I am one of 10 kids. I have 4 brothers, 5 sisters. Grew up in Dearborn, Michigan. I was born in Detroit, Michigan. Like every family, we had our ups and downs, but we made it, right? So that's what life is about, obtaining your goals and perseverance. So we made it. Even though looking back at it, while we were in the middle of it, we didn't realize how bad things were when they were bad, but we were fortunate to make it. We had great parents who helped us through, and this is a testament to how hard they were as parents when we were in the house. So growing up in Dearborn was a different experience, right? So different culture. It was and still is a big Middle Eastern population. But I have to say, some of the best people I know, right? So grew up with them. It took a minute to get acquainted with them and vice versa. But what really brought us together was the language of sports, right? So I was a big sports person. I played all the sports I can, didn't swim because I don't mess with that water like that. Low key, I still don't know how to swim, but that's for another day. But football, track, and basketball is where I flourished at. But one sport that really I took heed to was basketball, and ended up being all city, all state. And I really loved it. Graduated from high school and was able to play collegiate basketball. I learned a lot of things, saw and met a lot of people, and developed a lot of relationships. Graduated college with a biology degree, a bachelor's in biology. And then shortly after that, I went to chase my dream around the world. Was able to play professional basketball for a hot minute overseas. And then that's when I proceeded to go over to and move to California, where I played in one of the premier basketball summer leagues in the U.S., actually, really in the world. This is the league that a lot of the NBA players flock to during the off season in the summer in California. It's called the Drew League. If you don't know, now you know, look it up. It's the premier basketball summer league. Whenever or whoever is big in the summer or in the basketball, the NBA, they always go and hoop there. Legendary players, Kobe, my favorite player, rest in peace. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, DeMar DeRozan, Debo, I salute you. You're doing great this year, man. And a handful of other players, right? So after chasing my dream, realizing that, I was kind of falling short, I elected to move back to Michigan and start a real life in the real world. Shortly after that, I met a beautiful woman who is now my wife, and we had our beautiful daughter. And that's where we're at today. As far as a profession, what I do, I am a director of food and nutrition for a school district here in Michigan. I oversee 15 schools and a couple more locations. And it is a job that I love. I love being around the students. I love working and collaborating with the superintendent of the district, the teachers, the principals, my staff. We what we do is very important to the district, and it's an intricate piece to running a successful district, right? With every job, it has its trials and tribulations, but I've come a long way. I've been in this position for 7 years, and I look forward to hopefully retiring in this position and in this district. So, with that being said, we're going to get right into today's topic. I hope you brought your pencils, your popcorn, and your thinking caps, because even though today's going to be a short episode, we're going to learn a lot in that short amount of time. So let's go. So today's episode is about motivation, but you can't start talking about motivation without talking about working hard. You always have to put your best foot forward and give it all you have, right? So you cannot do anything. And should I say, you should not do anything unless you're talking and wanting to put 100% into it, 110%, 200%. You have to consistently give that all out effort in order to get the results you're looking for, right? So as I said before, I'm a man of many talents. Not only do I have my profession working in a school district, but I also am a barber, part-time barber. Been cutting hair since I was in 9th grade. I also personal train. I love that. I do it as much as I can. I'm always in the gym. I work out 6 to 7 days a week. Might slow down after that, after I ruptured my bicep on this past Sunday. But what I'm trying to say is you have to put 100% into everything you do. Motivation can only get you so far. You have to start with the wanting, right? So you have to start with putting in the effort, the initiative. Motivation is a very important start, but you have to have initiative. The second part, you have to have discipline, because not everything's going to go your way right off the bat, right? And in life, not everything's going to go in your direction or your way, period. So you have to learn how to have discipline and continue to stay 10 toes deep and go for what you know and go for what you want, right? Because the cliche saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, that's certainly true, especially when you're talking about achieving something that no one has ever achieved, or just being great. Even though there's no such thing as great or such thing as perfect, you always want to continue to work, because there's levels higher and better than greater, right? But you always have to look back at yourself and look into the mirror and start with discipline. Discipline is something that will make or break a success plan, and you have to make sure that you're on top of that. Part 3. Now, with that discipline, you have to come up with a plan, and then you have to execute that plan. You always want to make sure that you know what you have in front of you, so you can see the end result or the end goal. So you have to construct a plan of success. From A to Z, you have to see that through, right? Like we said in our earlier videos, it's all about manifesting, making sure that you know what you want. You can't be walking around or running around blind. Then once you lay out that plan of how you want to be successful and the things that it's going to take, you have to have execution, right? And that's still staying to and sticking to that keyword I used in the last example, and that's discipline. So you have to execute your plan to make sure that you reach the goal that you want to reach. 4, never take no for an answer. Continue to knock down those doors. Continue to make people know or have them feel that you're the person. Continue to believe in yourself, right? there's going to be a million no's. So you know what you have to do? Get 2 billion yeses. Continue to execute. Continue to have faith in yourself. Continue to pray. Continue to look at that plan that you laid out and make sure that you stick to executing it. And always have belief in yourself. 5, always believe in yourself. Have the utmost belief in yourself, in your plan, right? In your dream. You're your number one cheerleader. And at the end of the day, if no one believes in you, you have to believe in yourself to succeed. Sometimes it's going to be hard and you're really not going to have anyone in your corner. I know because I've been through it, but you can't be successful when you give up. You get what I'm saying? I've failed so many times in my life, but without failure, I wouldn't know how to appreciate success. Let me say that again. Without failure, I wouldn't have been able to appreciate success. A lot of people look at Instagram, they look at Facebook, and they think that it's a such thing as instant success, right? But it's not. You have to continue to work at it. You have to continue to dream about it. You have to continue to pray about it. It's that belief, having that firm belief in yourself that you're going to make it no matter what. That comes with preparation, that comes with practice, and that comes with a plan. The 3 Ps. You have to make sure that you always and will always continue to believe in yourself. So that's it. There you have it. 5 keys of motivation. We're just going through it. We're only getting better. We appreciate it. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our page, leave a comment, and turn on those notifications. Like I said at the beginning of the video, it's very important that you guys do that. That lets us know that we're giving out the correct information or the right information and you guys are who need it. So without further ado, my name is Mike and this is the Man Cave Podcast. See you next week.